video, you'll learn to apply the seismic load onto this building model. Open the building model that you've saved before, as shown. Now, you will apply the seismic load onto this building model. As you learned in the previous videos, you're going to add the seismic load on your building model, as per IS 1893 codebook. Go to the Define menu, and select Load Patterns. Enter the load name as seismic, change the load type to seismic from the drop-down list. And in the option for auto-lateral load, select the IS code for seismic design, which is IS 1893. Then click on Add New Load. You can see that the seismic load has been added to the list. Select the seismic load, and click on Modify Lateral Load. Here you will set the properties of the seismic load added. For this problem, we will consider the seismic waves to be acting on both X and Y directions. So select both the X and Y direction option as shown. You can also give eccentricity values for X and Y direction when you design a building for a specific location. Do not change the properties and story range options. Now, for the other options, you have to refer to the IS 1893. For the seismic zone factor, open the IS 1893, and in the 5th page, you will get the seismic zone map. This map shows the different seismic zones in the different parts of India. We will design a building in Bangalore, India. You can choose the zone based on the geographical location of the building that you are designing. You can see that Bangalore falls in the blue-colored region, which means it is in Zone 2. Scroll down further in the IS code, and in Table 2, you will find the seismic zone factors for different zones. For Zone 2, the value is 0.1, so go to the software, and select the value 0.1, as shown. For the site type, open the IS code again, and the figure 2 shows what each site type means, where Type 1 is rock or hard soil, Type 2 is medium soil, Type 3 is soft soil. Assuming that the construction area has medium soil, select the site type as 2. For the importance factor, refer to Table 6 in the IS code. Importance factor, also known as the occupancy factor, depends upon the functional use of the structures. The importance factor 1.5 is for public buildings, and the importance factor 1 is for other buildings like residential buildings. Consider that the building is for residential purposes. So enter the importance value 1 in the software. Choose the program calculated option under time period, and the time period will be automatically calculated, depending on the dimensions of the building. For the response reduction factor, open the IS code and scroll down to Table 7. If you read the table, you will notice that, in your case, the building model falls under the first category, that is, ordinary reinforced concrete moment resisting frame. The response reduction factor for this category is 3. If you are designing a steel frame structure with concentric braces, the response reduction factor will be 4. In this way, you can see the other categories, and choose the category that will be most apt for your building design. Now, enter the value 3 in the option for response reduction factor in the software. Click on OK. The properties of the seismic load have been set, and the load has been defined. Click on OK now. We will now set the load combination by including the seismic load we have just defined. Go to the Define menu, and select Load Combinations. The different load combinations that include dead, live, and seismic loads are already added. In case they are not added, click on Add Default Design Combos, and select Concrete Frame Design option. Click on OK. In the case of seismic load, you need not select any building element to assign load. The option of eccentricity, which was added while defining the seismic load, is enough for this purpose. So now you have completed the job of assigning seismic load onto the building. Save your building model for future reference. Thanks for watching.